For 4 months now, China has been needling India. It began with a face-off in Sikkim. Then China provoked India in Ladakh. The PLA tried to intrude into Indian territory. It launched an unprovoked attack on Indian forces. This week, they fired shots at the border. 4 months have passed. China keeps challenging Indian sovereignty. But now it seems caught in its own trap. Sources in the Indian army say that India has gained the upper hand and control of commanding heights in Ladakh. The timing is significant just before the meeting of the foreign ministers of India and China, which took place just a short while back. We were tracking the events in Moscow. A meeting between External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi was on the cards, the second high-level contact between India and China after the meeting of defense ministers last week. So hours before today's meeting, we got a flash. It said the Indian army has positioned itself on several dominating heights. They're close to the Chinese positions at vantage points. This gives India a clear edge in the standoff. Let me explain. This is the area we're talking about. This is where the standoff is on. The Fingers area in the north bank of the Pangong Tso. It looks like the palm of your hand, the hills and mountains. They look like fingers from a satellite, which is why it's called the Fingers area. There are 8 of them there, 8 fingers. The area between finger 4 and finger 8 is called the grey zone. India stakes claim over this territory, and this is where the Chinese soldiers have stationed themselves. Now, India wants China to vacate this area. It wants the PLA troops to move back to the Chinese side of the border. That's beyond finger 8. Before the month of May, both sides operated on a basic understanding. Neither India nor China will cross the LAC. Neither side will enter the grey zone. But China broke that understanding. It breached the red line. It violated the agreement. Now it's trapped. India has gained a tactical edge on finger 4. On the Indian side of the LAC, you can see some hills. These are the dominating heights. The Indian soldiers have now taken positions here, and this gives India the upper hand. They can keep track of the movements of Chinese soldiers and thwart any attempt at intrusion. Why is this development so significant? Because the PLA was stepping up its deployments. We told you about this last night. The Global Times had reported that China is pulling bombers, air defense troops, paratroopers and more from different parts of the country. They're all being deployed along the Indian border. Yesterday, India and China held another round of military-level talks. The meeting went well beyond 4 hours, but it yielded nothing. Both sides are expected to hold more military-level talks, but China's response to India's deployments has been very aggressive. Earlier this week, we'd shown you how Chinese soldiers turned up at the LAC. They were carrying batons, spears and sticks. Some PLA soldiers even had a guan dao, a traditional Chinese sword. These pictures were clicked by the Indian side. From the same dominating heights, they blocked the intrusion attempt on Tuesday. That's when the Chinese soldiers fired shots in the air. The Indian side is said to have raised this grave provocation during the military-level talks. In fact, the Chinese side is now running out of moves. It has sent its troops to intrude to capture Indian land, but their attempts are backfiring. Talks and de-escalation are their best bet.